Why did America become a country where dogs are given more empathy than human beings? Part of sympathy is about perception of fault, responsibility. Non-smoker gets lung cancer, sympathy. Smoker gets lung cancer, significantly less, if any, sympathy. Non-smoker but convicted pedophile gets lung cancer, significantly less, if any, sympathy. We tend to have less sympathy for someone if we perceive their circumstances to have occurred because of their actions, or if they deserved it in any way. Same reason bad things happening to children are generally seen more sympathetically than the same things happening to adults. Children are seen as innocent and not responsible. They've done nothing to deserve bad treatment. Same applies with dogs. A homeless dog is perceived as innocent and helpless. A homeless adult is perceived to have done something wrong to end up homeless. Obviously that isn't always the case. But unfortunately it's the narrative spun. And I think people will always view dogs as more helpless and innocent than adults in the same way. We view children as more helpless and innocent. I know your question was rhetorical, but the answer is because dogs can't do much to help themselves and humans can. Generally. Hate to break it to you, but it's the same all over the world. Ask a European what they value more, their family dog or a Romani person. America? Don't you mean the whole, Western, I don't KMOW about the rest of the world? You know that it is legal in the US to kill dogs in shelters, right? You know what a puppy farm is? That shit is legal there too. They treat their animals and their humans badly. I think some people like to use the excuse of being a dog lover as a deflection tactic so they can be shitty to humans and still claim that they're good people. Have you met people? And what about dogs? Compare the experiences, there's your answer. Not American, but I care about my dog, cat I had for years than I care about a stranger. It's just a matter of perspective and who is your priority. Too much Disney, not enough Attenborough. Most dogs are better than most humans. Because a dog is a possession. We are taught to value our possessions over living people. Our animal brain tells us to care for them. Our corporate overlords tell us to guard our possessions. Both parts of our brains tell us to love dogs. Only half the brain tells us to love people. One of the foremost false narratives that drives American culture is the just world hypothesis. Basically, this is the belief that good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people. Being more sympathetic to pets is one of the many mental gymnastics people for to support their belief in the just world hypothesis. The text about the unborn never being inconvenient to advocate for also applies to dogs. I've added it below. The unborn are a convenient group of people to advocate for. They never make demands of you. They are morally uncomplicated. Unlike the incarcerated, addicted, or the chronically poor, they don't resent your condescension or complain that you are not politically correct. Unlike widows, they don't ask you to question patriarchy. Unlike orphans, they don't need money, education, or childcare. Unlike aliens, they don't bring all that racial, cultural, and religious baggage that you dislike. They allow you to feel good about yourself without any work at creating or maintaining relationships. And when they are born, you can forget about them, because they cease to be unborn. You can love the unborn and advocate for them without substantially challenging your own wealth, power, or privilege, without reimagining social structures, apologizing, or making reparations to anyone. They are, in short, the perfect people to love if you want to claim you love Jesus, but actually dislike people who breathe. Humans are jerks by choice. Most dogs are awesome, and if they aren't, it's not by choice, it's their nature, based on events. Even if a human is a natural jerk, they have higher brain function to override that but choose not to. For some people maybe. Not everyone. The people that say this kind of things usually don't have empathy for either dogs or people. Animals. Children and the aged are extremely vulnerable and need to be protected. The rest of humanity should be capable of fending for themselves. Too afraid to ask in a nutshell. Why does America blah 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 America bad 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 ooga booga no like America? All day every day. Yawning face. Because millennials have lost hope in humanity and transferred their kindness to doggos. Seriously. How many times over the past few years have you seen someone write, "I love doggos more than I love humans," or, "I hope I get to pet the DOF in this video game," on the internet? America is not a country where dogs are given much empathy. It's a country where human needs are projected onto dogs. But dogs are not seen as dogs with dog needs. Look at all the dog parks. These are most often highly stressful, and meeting strange dogs is not enrichment for most dogs. It's just to tire them out so they behave like humans want them to. A dog that does dog things, like chewing on things, barking at other dogs, or showing aggression is not met with empathy. It's treated with highly aversive tools, like shock collars or prong collars. I wouldn't call that empathy. Dogs don't judge you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.